What's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Just wrapping up the walkthrough. Wrapping up the walkthrough and the inspection. I inspected all the apartments. So this deal comes with 5 parcels, actually. One of them's a single family home that you see right here. 3 bedrooms. We're 10 minutes from downtown Madison, the heart of downtown Madison. It comes in a block that is a decent sized block. New development going on each side, rents that are higher on each side. And we're buying this stuff that's going to be cash flowing like crazy day one. There's no broker involved, off-market deal. This is an upper-lower, 3 bedrooms in each. So there's a single-family home, upper-lower, 2 flat, 3 bedrooms each. The only reason I'm ever looking at buying this stuff is because it's coming with the bigger daddy back there, 32 units. So it's going to be a total of 42 units here. There's 3 units in here, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. And then right there we got a 8-unit apartment building with 2 bedrooms each. So we got 8 units. Is that right? No, sorry, 4 units right here. 4 units with 2 bedrooms each. We got 3 units here, 2 and 1. And then back here, we got 32 units. So this thing is sitting on about 3 acres, 2.5 to 3 acres. Sits on Broadway in Madison. Apartments are pretty nice, actually. I mean, they're good for affordable housing. Wood floors, old wood floors that are underneath some of the carpets and stuff. Most of the carpets already ripped up and they're to the wood floor, so that's kind of nice. We won't have a ton of work to do there. Might redo the siding on this one because you can see the busy road over there. But look at this. We got a new development that went up right there with rents just right across the way. That thing's like 2 years old, if that. You can see the balconies they got back there, the decks and stuff. But there's studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. I don't think there's any 3 bedrooms there. But the rents for the 1 bedrooms are, I think, like they start at $1,200, $1,150 there. And then down that way, about 3 blocks, there's new development going on there. And then you got this thing where the rents are super affordable, 2 bedrooms, nice 2 bedrooms, just standard. It's a owner managed property, so he's taking good care of this place over the last 15 years, 20 years. We might look at getting some new siding. But the rents in this place, right there, we got that place right there, the 4 or 5 story place. The rents in that are about $200 more, $300 more a month than here. So I like the rent disparity, especially because these are, even for being the style apartments they're still low. Look at how busy this road is too. Beltline is right around the corner, right over there. So downtown Madison, just hop on the Beltline, you're there real quick. We're gonna get a sign put out here. Might redo the siding, just depending. But this thing's gonna cash flow like crazy day one without doing anything. So we're just gonna try to have minimal turnover, not go in and try to raise the rents right away. This deal was actually, he didn't even have leases signed, which, believe it or not, that's just how some owners do it. So what I said, as a part of contingency to buying the place, I said everyone has to be at least a month contract, and then we'll get people under year contracts as we ramp it up and get going. But all along this road right here, a lot of new development going on. You go left here, you're 3 blocks from the lake where there's, $500 to $1.3 million houses. And then if we choose, so his rents are anywhere between $875 and, let's stand in the shade quick. His rents right now are anywhere between $875, I'm sweating, it's hot out here, $875 and $900. He does have a couple that are actually listed for rent, or not listed for rent, that are leased for $950 next month move-ins, $950. So imagine that, it's already cash flowing where his averages are. I don't know, the average is probably like $885, let's call it. 885, 890, and it's already going to cash flow. I mean, this deal should cash flow 10% the first year, cash on cash. And then you know, if we do start raising those rents, once again, I'm not trying to have a ton of vacancy here. I mean, it's going well, and we're buying it at such a place we don't have to jack the rents. So as everything goes smooth, as long as everything goes smooth, you know, we'll keep trying to run it the way it is and just have a really strong cash flow producing asset. And once again, you know, it's coming with this 32. There's a single family right behind me. Back there's 4 other buildings, so it's a total of 42 units. 32 units behind me, then there's 4 other buildings with a total of 10 units, which includes a 4-unit, a 3-unit, a 2-unit, and a single family home. But the best part is behind me over here. So the end of this block, this is one big block, the end of this block is right behind that new building that went up right there over my shoulder, the 4-story building. And what I really think is going to happen is we got a cash flow producing asset here, right? So we're going to sit on this thing and it's going to pay us a great return. Could we turn around and sell it right away for, you know, make $500,000 to $600,000, $700,000 more than what we paid for it? I think we could for sure. But we'll probably just sit on that cash flow, and whether maybe, you know, we're the ones that redevelop it 5, 10, 15 years from now, or if someone else does, it's going to happen at some point. I mean, there's so much traffic that goes through here. We're so close to the Beltline. Yeah, I'm excited about it if you can't tell. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Who's in here right now? Who's in here right now? Ask away, ask some questions. Let's see. Nothing? No questions, no comments. There we go. I'm excited about this though. We're going to close in about, had it under contract for 2 weeks, and we are going to close on it between September 1st and middle of September using some 1031 funds. So our timing is getting will be a little tight. I think we have until like September 15th to actually close the property. When you're in a 1031, you got to sell it. You got to identify, turn my air on. You got to identify the next property. Corey, it's in Madison. It's in Monona. Basically, it's a Madison address. It's in Monona. So like right at the border of Madison and Monona, where a lot of new development's going on. Man, it's hot outside. Get my AC rocking. Monona, but you can see the new development right there. That thing's about 2 years old. A little bit higher end apartments. The rents are, you know, a lot higher there for a 2-bedroom than they are right here, which I like the rent disparity. So I'll drive around the block real quick so y'all can see. So this driveway kind of goes in the middle of the properties. But the power of 1031, right? So this is a 1031 exchange. We're running tight on the timeline. We sold the 40 unit over in Milwaukee. So we bought that for, you know, 1.8, I think it was. 1.9. Obviously it cash flowed. That Milwaukee property cash flowed. All, you know, basically after the first 6 months we paid cash distributions each month. So for, you know, 24 months it cash flowed and paid us. We sat on it. We sold it for $300,000, $400,000 more. So now we have $800,000 total, including our principal we pulled back out, $800,000 ballpark, to put back put back to work in another real estate deal via a 1031 exchange and not have to pay any taxes. And that's what we're going to do here. So that property sold like May 15th, and so we have basically till September 15th to close the deal. So this is the deal right here too. So we got a single family that's a part of it. It's this whole, half of this whole big ass block. The 2 flat, which is 3-bedroom up above, 3-bedroom down below. We got a 1-bed, 2-bed, 3-bed in here, and we got 4 2-bedroom units right here. And then we got, you know, stuff that, like, once again, I would buy that and redo it. We could potentially buy that and add to it. But this is not a part of it. New development right behind, right there, right, you can see the roof of it behind these smaller single family homes. New development, new development. So this is a big ass block. We have half. This is gonna give us half the block. And the idea is we're gonna Number one, we're buying it so it's gonna be cash flowing, probably 10% cash on cash, ballpark, year one. Potentially could be much more than that. And then you got the new development here. So someone, that land down there is big enough for about 120 units, I think is what it was. And so I think someday it'll be redeveloped. And whether we're the people that redevelop it, you know, I don't know. I can't turn, I gotta go do a UE up here. So stick with me for a minute. So whether it's us that redevelops it or someone else, I don't know, but I'm not banking on that. I'm not banking on the appreciation of the property. Even though, once again, we're buying it for $3 million. And I think we could turn around and sell it right away for $3.5 to $3.75. But you got this new development right here. You got an old, popular little tavern. And then you got our property right there. So we got half the block, because then it's the buildings behind there too. So you get a little bit better perspective. It's the buildings behind there as well. Broadway, busy street. I'm gonna put a sign out here. Possibly redo the siding. We'll see. And I just went around the block so you can see that we have half of it. Going back to what I said before though, we could potentially, number one, we're gonna have a cash flow producing asset, pay 10%, we'll sit on it. That's the worst thing that happens. We sit on a good cash flow producing asset, pay down debt, let the deal amortize. Number two is, you know, 5 to 12 months from now, we sell it and we, you know, profit another, you know, sell it for $500,000 to $750,000 more than what we sold it for. And the best case scenario is probably, you know, like 10 years from now, it's been cash flowing like crazy. We raise the rents, appreciation happens. It's been cash flowing like crazy for 10 years. And then at that point in time, 10 years from now, someone wants to come through and just wipe out these houses, wipe out that, put in a first floor commercial development and, you know, I don't know, 100, 150, 200 apartments here. They'll probably pay us at that point in time $20,000, $30,000, $30,000 per unit for the lot. So they could buy it for $6 million and still come away all right. I'll just go buy it one more time here. But who knows? That's all speculation. That all could happen. I like to do sure things though, and this is a sure thing right now. Just based on the price and based on cash flow we're gonna have day one. So with the ability to add some value. But once again, we're not gonna go crazy on that right away. I don't want to create our own vacancy. So guys, appreciate you checking it out today. We'll talk to you soon.